Spring is here and there are lots of flowers blooming pretty much everywhere. You might have even noticed some covering trees, power lines, and buildings.
They are quite beautiful, but the small yellow flowers could cause some big problems. While they may look harmless, Amelia Strahan explains potential issues.
Beauty can be deceiving.
It's very surprising.
That's especially true in the case of cat's claw vines.
I thought there were some beautiful trees that bloomed in the yard.
When Richard Powell moved into his home, he noticed dozens of yellow flowers growing on a tree in his neighbor's yard. Now it's completely covered.
And it was, when I first located here, it wasn't as big, and it grows really fast also.
Despite its beautiful blooms, the vine can be deadly for trees and shrubs, growing up to 50 feet, taking over power lines and even damaging homes.
They take over your house, more or less. Claw, this is what it says, claw vine, and it goes into the wood, and especially if the wood is wet.
Even if it isn't in your yard, it only takes one gust to blow the plant seeds into the air.
Horticulturists say that the best way to keep these vines from taking over is to stop them early, because what starts out as just a couple of blooms could end up looking something like this.
Of course, once the vine covers a wooden structure, it traps moisture underneath. That leads to decay and deterioration of the wood.
So what does that mean for our oak trees? Due to their size, mature oaks are most likely safe. The vines are most deadly for smaller young trees.
Big trees are pretty safe. The vine is very vigorous, but I've just never seen it overwhelm a larger tree.
And if you spot cat's claw, getting rid of them will go beyond nipping them in the bud.
Once you've cut that vine, the vine growing on the house will die. Without any roots, it will die. You can pull it off if you like, but that stump will resprout in a heartbeat. So you take this herbicide and put just a little bit of it on the freshly cut stump of the vine, and it absorbs it, and that kills off the roots.
Something Powell says he hopes to do soon.
Get it under control, get it regulated, and see where we go from there.
In New Orleans, Amelia Strahan, WWL, Louisiana.
Another vine we often see in our area that has a similar impact is kudzu. That will sometimes have purple or pink blooms. Experts say even when these vines aren't blooming, they're still doing just as much damage.